First question, Jim Conlon.
Hi, Stephen. Stephen, as we come to the end of the regular season, in terms of a learning experience for you and this franchise heading into next year, what are the key things you've taken out of it?
Wow, that's there's a lot. I've learned a lot about myself as far as what I'm good at, what I need to get better at as a coach. Learned a lot about the character of our guys and their ability to fight through adversity. Learned a lot about being adaptable to a bunch of different changing situations, roster stuff, injuries, all of the things that we went through this season. But I'm super proud to be the head coach of the Rockets, and I'm looking forward to the future with this group and with this organization. And that's what I'm taking forward mostly, is just gratitude and being proud of being a Rocket.
And Stephen, lastly for me, how important is the upcoming NBA draft going to be for the Houston Rockets? We all know that you have a load of picks. Do you think Houston are going to be active, really active in this year's NBA draft in terms of recruitment?
I'd assume so, but honestly, I'm just worried about the Atlanta Hawks right now, and the front office will spearhead that part of it, and I'll be a part of it. But my job tonight is the Atlanta Hawks and making sure that my team is ready to play this game, and then we'll worry about that stuff afterwards.
Adam Spolin.
Stephen, what is your process like for evaluating a season once it's done?
That's a good question. I mean, lots of film watching. I watch a bunch of playoff games because you can usually see what's coming next, or the adjustments that teams, coaches, individuals make as the pressure goes up and you play a team 7 times and all of those things that go along with playoff basketball. So watching a bunch of playoff games, watching our games, and then really just kind of sitting down and going through each individual guy and getting a feel for what we need to do better with each guy. How can we use them better? What were the things that worked? What were the things that didn't? Just taking a lot of time to do that. So I'll go through the whole season again, watching it, parsing it, all those things, studying it. But I also have to be on top of the rest of the league. And one of the best ways to be on top of the rest of the league is to really kind of pay attention to the playoff games and what's going on in those.
Will you watch all 82?
72.
72, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Jonathan Dagan.
When you say there's things that you want to look at to see that whether you can do better, how much of those things you would do differently as opposed to just getting a chance to do at all?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, a lot of it will be getting a chance to practice, and getting a chance to have the same lineup for more than 3 games at a time, and getting a chance to have, the guys not be sleep deprived and all of those things. So, and not have a condensed schedule, or at least not as condensed as it has been. So there are definitely factors that kind of go into it, and I'm not blind to those factors. But as far as evaluating and kind of figuring out ways to do things better, there's no better way than to study, and that'll be studying our team and what we've done, as well as studying other teams.
How much of what you take from what you study and see do you have to almost throw out in that, because of the other factors, the 30 players and 43 lineups and, no lineup more than 6 games? Does that change whatever you might take away from an evaluation of a particular player?
Probably a little bit. It remains to be seen. This is my first time kind of doing it in the postseason. So I kind of have a plan, but it remains to be seen how much of it will be applicable to next season and how much of it is just, a function of the craziness of this year, and we're leaving it there as opposed to the things that we're going to carry along with us, whether it's good or bad for that matter.
Thank you.
Adam Wexler.
Stephen, is there any extended injury concern about any of the 10 guys that are out, and specifically on Thomas with the Achilles?
10 guys. Yeah. No, there's no real concern about any of the guys. We were pleasantly, I wouldn't even say surprised, but it was good to hear that Thomas, his Achilles injury wasn't severe at all. He just needs some rest. So yeah, the 10 guys who are out will be back, and the 3 guys who are DJ Augustin, Jae'Sean Tate, and Kelly Olynyk will play tonight, but they will be fine after some rest as well, because those 3 guys are banged up as well. They're just playing through some injuries.
Kaylee Griffin.
Coach, I don't see Mark on here, so I do want to ask, do you have your starting lineup tonight, and is it going to be number 43?
Rockets basketball.
I don't know if it's going to be 43 or not. Yeah, I'm going to wait because they have a bunch of probables and questionables on their end. And
I can give you their statuses. I have them right here. We have Dunn is out, Reddish is out, Goodwin, Gallinari, Capella, Herter, Bogdanovich are all out, and Young is a game time decision.
Oh, wow. All right. That was pretty fast.
Most of the questionables and probables I think are out.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Augustin Tate.
Rockets basketball.
Augustin Tate, Olynyk, Martin, and with the other spot, I'm not sure. It's either going to be Lamb or Brooks. Looks like it'll probably be Lamb, but it might be Brooks based on who they play. So I don't know if that makes the 40, whatever it is, 44 or not, but that's what it's going to be.
Adam Spolin.
Did you guys finish your COVID testing today?
No, we have to test tomorrow too.
Oh, you still have to test tomorrow?
Yeah. I think it's important for the playoff teams that we test. So if we pop a positive, then the contact tracing for the playoff teams happens. I don't know if that's fact or not, but sounds like it makes sense.
Will it be a relief to have that finished?
Yeah, it'll be good to have that over with and kind of move on from that, and hopefully we won't have to deal with that again.
Thank you, Coach. We appreciate it.